Capricorn, happy October. I hope you're doing well. Okay, guys, um, your message coming in was about um, uh, loyalty. Standing up for the things that you believe in. Um, and I think really whether others are worthy of your loyalty, right? So you may want to assess that because your throw in here kind of speaks of that and people in your surroundings too. I think whatever it is that you're doing, um, you want to keep a low profile. You may even be working for someone that you have a higher skill set, and ironically, you're working under this person. So it may be getting the best of you. For others of you, um, this could be in a relationship too, or a partnership, or something that you're trying to do here. I think one person you can't figure out what the heck they're doing. And I think, oddly, they're also doing some kind of, let's go through this. There may be a few scenarios going on here, but your main takeaway is um, make sure that the people that you're surrounded with are worthy of you, okay? We come in with the energy of the Chariot. I think that's great. But with this card, to go forward, it's about getting all of your ducks in a row, really. Like not make sure that your heart is in it, your head is in it. It's a card of success, yes, but to get the show on the road here, you need to make sure that you're going at this with a balanced approach. You're not jumping impulsively, taking dangerous actions here. There's something, I saw a mountain. So that could also be like climbing the ladder kind of deal, like, but you may get up there or someone may push you off or something like that, right? So again, when I hear danger and I see a mountain, you want to just watch yourself, okay? So it's probably a metaphor for business, most likely. But your cards coming in are the Four of Cups. Watch today's Monday daily throw. That card also came up in there. We've got the Queen of Cups and the Judgment card. Your advice in here is the Temperance card and the Ace of Coins. See what I mean with the Temperance card and the Chariot? You want to make sure that you're staying in the middle lane and that all of your ducks are in the row and you've thought through everything. And that includes, I guess, the people that you're doing something with. If this is a relationship, I'm going to go off of this for a second because I'm just getting this. If this is a relationship and you can't figure someone out, some other person aside from yourself, I think they're on some kind of deep spiritual quest. But by that I say dark. So if you're in a relationship with someone and you can't quite get a feel for what they're doing, it might be something like that, right? So how people get to those things is their own route, right? But some of them take a course. Sometimes people take a course in different ways. Like black magic, some people call that spiritual, right? There's, you know, everyone's something is different. I don't know what to say about that, honestly. I don't feel that that's, but what any, you didn't ask me about that. But if someone's MIA, they may be doing that. So there you go. All right, now the outbound card is the Nine of Wands. So what I want to say here is I think something may come across your path, which may be why your lessons coming in or your messages was about loyalty, right? With the Nine of Wands as your outbound, that usually means one more thing may, take a sharp left at you and you may not see it coming. So just be prepared for anything, right? Keep whatever you're doing maybe on the down low. Don't broadcast it, because I don't think that everyone in this equation has the same either ambition, they're doing it for different reasons. With the Four of Coins, Four of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, these are, and the Judgment card, right? The Judgment card is a wake up call to something, right? And the Queen of Coins, I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups, you want to keep your you don't want to get complacent. You don't want to rest on your laurels. You want to keep going. You don't want to get this into one big emotional mess. You want to make sure that to get this, goose going forward here, and to get this, you're going to need to make sure that all of your faculties are going in the same direction. And it's probably just going to take some discipline, right? Now with the Temperance card coming in as your advice, it's really warning you to stay in the middle lane here, that you're going to have to balance some stuff. So the Four of Cups can be a card of really just, not being in it, being lazy, being complacent, not wanting to, sometimes with that card too, it's like defeat, defeat, defeat. Why should I even keep trying? You want to keep trying, because with this Ace of Coins in here, that basically cancels out any negative card around it. So you'll get where you're going. You're going to need to be cautious, think this out. Prudence will be needed here. Okay, you're granted success here and fortune in whatever you are doing here. You're just going to need to really be smart about this. What this does too is it affords you a road out of wherever you're at, but a road of your choosing. So this really, keep going whichever way you're going here, but really be discerning with the people that are on this journey with you. I think this is going to go in a few different directions, but with this card is in the outbound, it's the 11th hour. Don't quit. That's why with that Four of Coins, I'm a little worried here that you're going to pull the plug a day short. Don't do that, because you're right here. It's the 11th hour card, but it's like, ugh, but you can do it. You absolutely can do it. You're really, really close, right? A lot of people reach that card, like it'll come up, they'll have tried something so many times and they're right there. Like whatever it is that they're doing is so close it can almost ring that doorbell, but you stop. You stop short. Don't do that here. I think something's coming up against you with loyalty being your, this is really being true to you too. If you're meeting resistance where someone is saying, oh, that is never going to work, that is the stupidest idea I've ever heard of, who cares? Honestly, that's why I think they're probably telling you to keep it on the download to yourself, right? So really do that, and think about those people that aren't really supporters, right? Okay, with the Chariot card coming in here, you're going to get your ducks in a row. You're just going to need to not get discouraged. You're going to need to keep going. I'm telling you, with this card in here, whatever hiccups you're meeting, you'll get through them. Your advice is these two, they need to tag team each other. So don't blow through the village here. You want to stay in the middle lane. You don't want to be swayed by emotions. This can be a person that's emotions are taking over and they're not logical thinkers at that point. It's all emotion, right? You need to put some logic in here. This is, pretend like, not pretend, this may even pertain to your marriage or your relationship. This is kind of like the oomph that you've got to have within that Lover's card, right? It's the It's kind of like the Battle of the Roses, but to get you where you need to go, right? So you're going to need to have that behind you. You're going to have to give it all that you've got, right? It's a card of divine protection too. So this is a quest that you're supposed to be on. So don't sell yourself short, all right? Um, give me 1 minute. I think too, with this Four of Cups, I think this is internal and external stuff, right? Loyalty, first and foremost, needs to be to ourselves. So be loyal to yourself, be loyal to whatever this is, your marriage or a business partnership or a friendship or whatever it is. But make sure that on the receiving end, perhaps, right? Pretend this is just another something in your sphere here. Make sure that they're that as loyal to you as you are to them. Be it a project, a person, right? The guy at the grocery store. Make sure that whoever's in your sphere, you know, is integrity is where yours is, right? Um, again, you've got the Ace of Coins. That to me is the best card in the deck. You've got the Nine of Wands on the outbound. Who gives a crap? You can go the distance here, really, okay? Don't let someone trip you up. Don't let someone trip you up if this is a relationship, all right? Because you know what happens too is, and I feel the need to say this in here, so this may be happening for somebody. I think that intellectually we know how to get things where we're going. We learned that in school, right? We know how to do business, right? Business is easy. Relationships, not so much, right? They don't teach you in there that, you know, Johnny at the end of the street with the big brown eyes and that red Camaro is going to be the downfall of you. He will wreck your life like nobody's business. They don't teach you that. So when these things come along and they throw you off your path and they throw your finances in a loop and you can't figure out who this person is and they're in and they're out, those things aren't taught in your sphere. Your uh, area is you know how to organize it. You know how to get it done in a business arena. I think sometimes the emotional arena throws you off. So I'm just saying, if that's what's going on here, know who this person is because they could be the detriment of you. That's the only reason I'm putting this out here. That kind of scenario, oops, would have you looking like this, really, right? They don't teach you that in school. That's the hard knocks of life. That's when this card shows up and this card shows up. I know something blew through here. And if it's a relationship, you want to make sure that it's one that's, you know, loyalties are as in check as yours, or cut them loose, really. But in business, this is phenomenal. If your relationships is on the rocks, like if this is a formed, solid relationship, you may want to look at this, right? This doesn't mean that, you know, the Judgment card is saying that, yeah, you'll have a say in this. You will, but really choose wisely, okay? So you're victorious in here, no matter what you do. You've just got to come at whatever the situation is from a balanced perspective, right? Four square. You want to have your head going in the same direction. You don't want to be emotional about this, right? There you go. You want to, with the Judgment card though, you want to release the stuff like resentment, things that are going to hold you back. Release it all because you've got divine protection. You've got massive cards of fortune in here, whatever that means to you. And it gives you like freedom, right? Financial gain is not just financial gain, it's freedom. And that's what we really want, right? We could care less what's in the bank as long as it's in there and it affords us the freedom that we want. That's what we really want. And you get that here. So don't sell yourself short. Don't quit on whatever you're doing. I don't care if you've got haters in your sphere. You've got the universe is working behind you in here. So I hope that helped you in some way. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful month. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to do anything for you. Okay. Thank you so much.